Hello. So nowadays there seems to be a trend on YouTube about reaction videos. So I thought I made a kind of reaction video of my own. And I'm going to be reacting to the last part of the sixth chapter of Tales of Shells and Dust. But I'm going to be reacting to it musically. Which is a kind of way to say that I'm going to try to do the soundtrack for the last 20 something minutes of the film, which is a continuous part of the Ndole narrating the story of a neighbor that lives nearby. And in fact it is a reaction video because I'm going to be watching the film and trying to react musically to the film, which is a way of reaction in a way. I have to see what's happening on the film and try to react emotionally and musically to the film. I already wrote a couple of themes that I'm going to be including in this film, and I'll give it a try and see how I can improvise around these two themes while watching the film. So I have the recorder over there, it's already recording, and this is this is a problem because she normally comes to watch to listen to the piano, and that she started to do that after she found out that the piano calmed her down during storms. So because of that, she associated the piano as a good thing, and when I start to play, she comes here and sits to listen. But then she gets fed up and wants to go outside. I have some noise in the room from the aquarium, and also some loud noise, I'm not sure if the recorder is picking it up, from frogs outside. Well, because I'm doing the soundtrack for an aquatic film, I can handle the frogs, although they're not that pretty. So, I have the film ready to start. And the reason I placed the recorder over there and not so close to the piano is because this is a score for a film which is an underwater scenery. So I want the piano to sound a bit more muddy and far away. Because the piano itself has a very bright sound for a piano, especially in the upper register. Kind of like sometimes it sounds a bit like a music box. So the recorder is over there, and I think I'm ready. I'll be listening to the film through the headphones, so the recorder won't pick up the voice from the film. And let's get on with it and hope I can make this work. So let's start. There's a few minutes at the beginning where there is no soundtrack. The soundtrack only starts when the fish appears for the first time. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, Buana. Here you are again. Haven't you found what you are looking for yet? Maybe you are not looking in the right place. You should follow Mtosi over there. No, that's too close. You see? We just go on with our little lives here. There's not much more I can tell you. Wait, Buana, I have another suggestion. Look for Namansi, his lady friend. She lives nearby. Don't worry, my voice is just in your head. It will follow you. No, Buona, you're going the wrong way. It's here. You can put your detached eyes on the ground. Yes, that's her. Namansi moved here some time ago. What? You can't see her? Ah, that's because she isn't moving. Now you see her? She lives by herself, as you can see. She also likes shells, but she doesn't need many. 2 or 3 are enough for her. She likes to keep them a bit buried. She spends some time in each of her shells. And she has her favorite, of course. Namansi is what I call a waiting person, because that's what she does most of the time. She waits for Mtosi. He visits her from time to time, but he never stays long. People like Namansi, normally, they have to live in places that no one else wants, because they have no one to protect them. Mtosi must be nearby. Can you see how her eyes and belly turn dark? That only happens when she wants to look attractive for him. See? She is always trying to get close to him. And he is always trying to keep his distance. No, Buona, this is not Mtosi. Now, this is Mtosi. He makes sure no other guys get close to her. That is all the protection he provides. Other than that, she's on her own. She has to clean the entrance to her own house. If she was mine, she wouldn't have to do that. Colombo and Kala also pay her a visit from time to time. Their manners are the same wherever they go. They help in keeping strangers away, like they do around my house. What happened to her? Did he get her? It happened so quickly that even I couldn't see. Oh, there she is. This is why it's so important to keep the entrance to the shells clean, and also to clear paths to the shells. Even Colombo seems to care for her more than Mtosi. The truth is, Namansi is alone. She can only count on herself. If she doesn't take proper care of her house, no one will. We are even smaller than Namansi, especially our ladies. But we live together as a family, and that makes a whole lot of a difference. These young yellow and blue tails don't pose any threat. Yet. Namansi doesn't find little tasty critters in the water like we do. She picks them off the floor. She is very suspicious of strangers passing by, as she should be. Kala and Colombo know that Namansi wouldn't harm their children, so they let her be. Just look at Kala's dorsal fin. She had a conversation with Colombo's other wife that obviously didn't end well. You see, this is where we and her kind are quite different. We don't waste too much time with warnings. The clearest message is a lightning-quick bite on the tail. And here comes Mtosi for a lightning-quick visit. Watch out! These people are the bane of our lives. Coming out backwards is extremely dangerous. You have to react instantly to any hint of movement outside. Boko, that filthy, horrid, nasty, repulsive. Unbelievable. Don't you agree, Buana? Even Kala and Colombo can't get rid of him, and she stood her ground. And speaking of Colombo, now he comes back to check on her. I'm sorry, Buana. I'm really starting to hate Mtosi, and he hasn't even done anything to me yet. No, I don't hate everybody. Why don't you hate him too? I mean, Namansi is the nicest, bravest, cutest girl of her kind, and he treats her like that. I know, I can be a little rough with my ladies here and there, but I would never despise any of them like this. Well, people like Mtosi can't settle anywhere for long, much less hold on to a high-traffic area like the one right outside of my house. One day, he'll go away, and someone better will come along. Get inside, Namansi. Did you see that? I told you that they can't be trusted. That thing she does of only entering her shell at the last moment is really stressing me out. and her way of coming out of the shell is also extremely unnerving. She should find a larger shell so she can turn around inside like we do. Get back inside, Namansi. Again, at the last moment. Have you noticed how she gets out of the shell? It's little by little with small, quick movements, trying not to get noticed. I don't know about you, but my heart always jumps when she does this. I'm always afraid that someone is going to come from behind and snatch her. Her life is not only very lonely, but also very dangerous. We have to be on alert when the sand people come. There's other people traveling with them. Careful with this one. I know your face very well, you scoundrel. Leave her alone. She hasn't a moment's rest. She's warning you, Mboko. Take that, you sordid beast. Ouch! I hope she's okay. Moba doesn't want to fight. She's telling Mboko to leave it. Say what you want, Bwana, but the people from the shells are the bravest of the Great Lake. She deserves far better than that good-for-nothing piece of nothing. If you ask me, Bwana, I'd say she's happier when he's away. But I guess she wouldn't agree with me. Women rarely agree with me. Go back to the dark place you came from, you sordid things. Good. She's standing her ground. I never considered this, but do you think that their obsession with checking every shell on their way is because they may be looking for small children like Chaitika does? I always felt that they were the creepiest couple around. And back to waiting for Umtosi to pass by again. She's playing hard to get. Good for her. And off he goes. Women are like children, Bwana. They don't know what's best for them. I had the same problem at home. Now that he's shown a bit of interest in her at that shell, she won't leave it. Nothing else matters. She's just waiting for his return. Every time she calls him and he turns his back, I feel like cutting him into tiny little pieces and feeding him to the yellow and blue tails. Not her, not her! She's gone, you worthless piece of dirt. She's gone. She left you. She will never return. You will never see her again. Go away and die a horrible death. I so wish this was true. What a strange game these two are playing. Moba and Mboko can do what they want with her other shells. She no longer cares. She only cares about the shell Mtosi likes. Just look at her, Bwana, standing her ground in the midst of all the danger and madness. She's invisible to everyone except you and me, Bwana. She's just invisible. was that? You may guess it was me, but guessing is all you can do. No, Buana, I'm not trying to distract her from him. It wasn't even me. That's all there is to our lives, Buana. Empty shells and dust. Can you see her? She's still there, fighting amidst the dust. Do you think you can learn something from her, Buana?